Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Live at the Waterhole. It is wonderful to be back with you, and my name is Amy, and I will be here for the show today and tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing everything that we can see here at the Waterhole. We're starting off this afternoon here at Stony Point, where we can see this penguin is still sitting in its nest. Well, between the two of them, there would be two that take turns sitting here and incubating their precious eggs. Now remember everyone that this is of course a live and interactive show. We would love to hear from you. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, what you're hoping to see today, and anything that you might want to know from me as well. And you can do so in a variety of different ways, whether it's on the Wild Earth website or the app. You can chat to me via the YouTube chat stream as well. Just remember to use @FC if you'd like to make sure that we see your comments and questions. You can also join the conversation on X using the hashtag WildEarth, or you can WhatsApp us using the mobile application, and you simply just add Wild Earth's contact number, and then you can use your mobile device to send through those comments and questions as well. It's always very calm and peaceful here at Stony Point. We can see that the sun is shining as well. You can hear those lovely sounds of the waves in the background. Deb, I am indeed. Thank you so much. I'm filling in for today and tomorrow, but yes, I'm also out on drive, so I am indeed quite busy. But I love this show, and it's really something I enjoy doing, and if I'm needed, then I'm happy to help out here as well. Jav Bunny, yes, off the vehicle. What's that? Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Isn't there a saying like that somewhere? No, but I don't consider this a fire at all. It's great to be able to spend some more time with all of you, as well as with nature, in a different way. Hello Diane, you're joining us from Cape Town. It's lovely to have you with us today. Shireen and Manel, hello. You're watching from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome. I'm so glad that you are tuning in for today's show. Amelia, yes, they definitely do spend time inside the water. In fact, they need to, because that's where their food is. They eat fish, and that is how they get them, is being able to swim. They are superb swimmers, and they come to land often to dry off, to socialize a little bit, as well as then make their nests when they are nesting, like now we can see here. Dave, it's been a while. I don't have an exact date for you when we started seeing the penguins on this nest, but I would say it's over a month ago. I could be mistaken, but it's getting very close to that time where the eggs should hatch, eggs should hatch, and we should see, if all has gone well, some baby penguins soon. Well, something very exciting has happened over the last few days, and we are going to head there now to the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Center camera. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Phil is directing the show today, and he told me about what was witnessed here live at the waterhole, and I can't believe it. I believe this cheetah's name is Tammy, and Tammy has had 3 little cubs. And I believe we saw them, I don't know if we saw the actual birth, but we saw the babies almost immediately afterwards, and Mom was licking them and cleaning them off. It's just incredible to be able to just see this, which is usually so elusive in the bush. I mean, she would normally have them completely stashed away in a thicket or something like that. But I believe, so I've actually been to the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Center. I went on a tour there a few years ago, and they do incredible work with, there's 4. Oh, there's 4 little ones. Oh, like they can hardly see. Oh, they're fighting. Look at them. They're fighting over who's going to get which teat. Everyone's very thirsty. The milk bar is open. And they will take in injured animals, or even abused animals, or ones that they have hoped to rehabilitate. So that's also very important. Part of what they do is rehabilitating to be able to release again. But then, of course, there are animals that won't be able to ever be rehabilitated. And I'm not sure what Tammy's story is, but she's obviously here for a reason and has now given birth to these cubs. I'm not sure what the plan will be for these cubs. I'm sure they will hopefully be able to be sort of looked after, but then also eventually released into the wild. That would be prize number 1 for sure. It would depend on the mixture of male versus females. If perhaps 2 males can go off as brothers and become a powerful coalition, or if they females, they'll all sort of be separated, and once at the age of independence, then sent off perhaps to help repopulate and add different genes to the population, which is one of the biggest threats for cheetahs.
For years, we've shared virtual wildlife. Now, let's experience it for real. I'm Lauren Arthur, and I'd love to show you my amazing home here in the Greater Kruger of South Africa. This 5-night journey is an exclusive connection to my piece of untamed Africa. I live here in these gorgeous landscapes surrounded by epic wildlife. The wild is calling, so come and join me.
Step into the heart of Africa from the comfort of your home.
Female leopard tracks over here.
Join our expert guides for a live 3-hour safari where every moment is real, unscripted, and unforgettable. Ask questions.
Animals rely on their senses.
Share your thoughts and be part of the experience as we explore together. Safari Live.
How amazing to be able to have this as part of the live show. Oh, it looks like this little one in front is calling. Hi Tracy, you say you didn't see the 3, but you did see the 4th cub being born live, and that was a few days ago. I do feel sorry for the 4th one, who's just on the outside while the other 3 are having a drink. Wow, well, I'm sure we will be back here. But in the meantime, let's head over to Founders. Oh, wow. Our luck continues. This is just too sweet. I do love a baby rhino. Looks like Mom is having a bit of a scratch. This little one is probably less than 6 months old, I would say. We always have such amazing rhino sightings here at Founders Lodge in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. I think it's such a beautiful view, and colours as well are very striking. Yes, Mercedes, another baby. And little Shrek ears indeed. That is just adorable. It's not too much to say, to be honest, just to enjoy the cuteness. And you can see that baby had a little white mark on its back, and that's actually an oxpecker that's likely pooped there. Oh, that's so sweet. Actually seems like there might be at least one more that's in the area. Wildlife lady, it is so wonderful to see the white rhino here. Well, it looks like that mom has moved off now with her little one. Oh my word, there's another mom and baby. Oh no, it's not a baby, it's a warthog. Well, they actually do, yeah. There were some sounds that sounded like there were rhinos around, and then I saw a back appearing when that mom and baby were moving around the water.
We have just had our efforts paid off.
Join the Wild Earth YouTube Superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube Superfan community today.
Haina nchumo, haina maka. Emafokweni ya mbilu, haina maka. Lifasira mina ritapela. Zatsemba, utatsamana mina.
slowly those rhinos have also moved off, and we're left with a beautiful scene here at Founders. Let's head over to Tau. Well, that is a beautiful herd of zebras, as well as an elephant here, and a crocodile. In fact, not just one croc, but two. A second one lying there in front of the zebras. Lorraine, it does. It is a beautiful scene here always. And such variety as well. A few Egyptian geese around, everything looking very relaxed. Ooh, crocs moving. Is that a squawker heron? I think it is. I don't think we've seen one of those on the show before. Well, definitely I haven't. that's one of the herons on the rarer side in terms of commonality. Not something we always have hanging around. Look at that neck. Tracy, I know it does seem that the birds are very close, and yes, a croc could take the opportunity to take one, but they're probably a lot further than what we think they are. Distance can be a bit deceiving from this angle. Jan, you love the crocs. It is one of the treats here at Tau is to see so many. Also nice to have an elephant that was around. I'm not sure if he is still here, but hopefully maybe we get a herd coming down later. All right, let's head back over to Tammy and her cubs. this is just the picture of adorableness. Look at those ones passed out after their drink of milk. Now, cheetah cubs are so interesting because they tend to resemble that of a honey badger, really, with their sort of lighter blonde white backs and their darker fur on the sides and the face. There's a few theories as to why that is, but the coloration definitely helps them camouflage. Can't even see the little one's ears. They're still sort of flat against the head. I'm sure Mom must be feeling a lot of relief for herself as well after giving birth. I'm sure she would have been quite uncomfortable with these 4 taking up room in her belly. Penelope, you say that you heard their funny bird-like squeal yesterday. Yeah, it is a fascinating noise. Especially Mom can make a sort of chirping sound when she's calling or communicating with the little ones, and I'm sure the little ones also can make a noise. Mindy, they would, I'm not exactly sure. I think it would depend on Tammy's situation here, and how much care or interaction she would get, but I assume there might be an interaction when it comes to food. if she is sort of destined to live out the rest of her days at the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Centre, then she would probably have that human interaction when it comes to feeding time. But if they were wanting to still release her back into the wild, they would try and limit that association between human and food. So for some of the work that they do, they would have bomas or places where they would have food for the animal and the animal has to chase it, or they have it on a pulley system, so that they're still building up the action of hunting and chasing and that sort of thing. Joanne, yes, it is quite an impressive tale, isn't it? And it is to do with balance, counterbalancing the body, especially when they're traveling at high speeds. My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
Best sighting I've presented, I found myself with wild dogs. We chased the dogs around, chased them around. They ate an impala, we got the end of that. Then another impala went into Gowrie Dam down the road there, and the wild dogs went around. Eventually the impala came close to the bank. One wild dog went and grabbed it and then just pulled it out and just did what wild dogs do. It was an emotional experience, but it was very, very special.
Join our expert guides at dawn for a live, immersive safari as the bush comes to life.
Found ourselves a chameleon, and look how he's changed color.
Every sunrise brings new discoveries.
Pound for pound, a leopard is one of the strongest cats around.
Ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with nature, live and in real time.
Great excitement, great happiness.
Start your day with adventure. Every month, something wild lands in your inbox. From rare sightings and behind-the-scenes secrets to expert stories, seasonal changes, and exclusive travel opportunities, the Wild Earth Journal is your free monthly mailer, packed with the magic of the wild straight from the field. It's fun, it's free, it's full of surprises. Sign up now on the Wild Earth website.
South Africa and Africa to help with diversify the cheetah genes. Wildlife lady, you said the poor little guy hasn't found mom yet. That's the 4th cub I think you're referring to. I know, I do feel sorry for it, but all will come in due time. Jackie, wow, thank you for your message. It's words like that that motivate us all here at Wild Earth, and we're so happy that we're able to connect you with nature. I found Cheetah's incredible cats, and one that I wish I could spend more time with in the Lowveld actually, but just due to the high numbers of leopards and lions that we have in the region, we do have cheetahs, but it is fairly limited in terms of how often you see them in comparison to the other 2 larger cats. But in some areas, like northern KwaZulu-Natal or in the Eastern Cape, even the Kalahari, cheetahs are quite often seen, and it's wonderful to learn more about them and how incredible they are in their own right. Oh, look at that little one's face. I think it's also a relief to have had her give birth and that everything went well. It looks like no complications or anything like that. But to be able to see newborn cheetah cubs, a few days old now, and we'll be able to watch them grow, if all goes well, over the next few weeks and months, and watch that development, which is amazing to be able to learn more about cheetah cubs. Often we are asked, what is the difference between something like a cheetah and a leopard, and these are far more, let's say, built for a long distance runner in comparison to a leopard that's more like a sprinter with strength and bulkiness, whereas a cheetah is long and lean. Well, I'm sure we might come visit Tammy and the cubs a bit later, but for now let's head over to Cat Eye Pan. Oh, cool. Very cool to see this. Here we have a water monitor lizard that's trying to absorb some heat on this very cold day. Now, with this being a reptile, they of course are relying on energy from their environment, and today is very overcast. It's cold and quite windy as well, and so I think this lizard is basically doing as little as possible, maybe trying to get any warmth it can from the rock that it's lying on as well. Penelope, the skin markings are beautiful, aren't they? And it's something that actually differentiates this lizard from its cousin, the rock monitor, who's a lot more sort of grey in colour without too many other markings. You can see the little sort of white dots on the leg, and then also the bit of yellow that's under the belly, and almost looks like it has some cheetah spots on the side there, or leopard rosettes. We are celebrating World Leopard Day today. Now, although we might not see a leopard in the next hour of the show, who knows though, we can still talk about them and celebrate them as well. I did hear that this morning's drive ended with a lovely surprise for our sunrise safari, having Miss Hlalamba and her daughter Shipondo, two beloved leopards, pop out for Maxine, who was on drive at Chitwa in the Sabi Sands. Yes, and Kachava and cubs, I believe, were seen on Jackie's cam as well, which is amazing. So I think the leopards are coming out to say Happy World Leopard Day today. Who knows, maybe this afternoon we'll have a Sandringham leopard to come say hello to us on this side of the Lowveld. Well, I wish this monitor lizard a wonderful rest of its day, and I hope it keeps warm. Let's head back over to Tau. Well, we're going to have a little look around. Ah, there we go. I was hoping this boy was still here. Nothing like an elephant to enjoy at the waterhole show. Ah, elephant number 2. Always worth doing a full scan around, just to make sure you haven't missed anything. Did look like there was some water back in the distance, possibly a warthog as well, but I'm not 100% sure. What is nice to see is how green Tau still is. If there's nothing else on this side, I'm sure we'll head back to the elephants and enjoy those bulls feeding. just a herd of impalas who don't seem to be too worked up at the moment. We've had so many ratting impala on Sandringham, it's unbelievable at the moment. They are around every corner. Looks like that male might be having a sniff at that female, or just having a rub. There's Ellie number 1 and Ellie number 2. I was also wondering, but I think it's just a log. Oh, there's some springbuck now. Always nice to see them. They've come out. Zebras are so beautiful. I'm still happy to see the yellow flowers are here at Tau. Definitely something that I actually expected to not be around anymore by this stage of the year. We're in May already, everyone. I can't believe it. Oh, why's that wildebeest running? Sometimes they do just do that. I see the rest of them are coming across as well. Yesterday, Cam and I saw a wildebeest with the zoomies at Sandringham. he disappeared quite quickly, but he almost looked like an impala in rutting season. For those of you who may not be aware, I'm speaking of Cam the Cam Up. He's with me on drive at the moment at Sandringham for our live safaris that take place every morning and every afternoon right here on Wild Earth. This looks like quite a mature Eddie. A few tattered pieces of his ear, but more than that, his head seems a little bit sunken in there above the eyes. Quite thick, wide tusks as well, well worn. Well, this is a beautiful elephant, isn't it? And quite reddish in color, but that's just from the soil of the area.
Experience the magic of the wild on an unforgettable 4-night safari at Mabula Nature Reserve. Hosted by the one and only Stephen Falconbridge. With Steve as your private guide, you'll gain incredible insights into Africa's wildlife, leaving with knowledge and memories to last a lifetime. Get hands-on with conservation, track elusive cheetahs, and even take to the skies on a hot air balloon ride. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive. South Africa's wild places are closer than you think, because Federal Airlines brings them to you. From the calm of our FedAir lounge to the smooth boarding of our trusted fleet, we take care of the journey so you can enjoy the adventure. Our flights go beyond the ordinary, connecting you to South Africa's most remote and extraordinary locations. Federal Airlines, Your gateway to the South African wild.
My full name is Mpho Tikani. I grew up in Soweto. My first animal that I filmed said to dog. Okay, no, it's my first animal that I filmed, I think it was an impala. Best sighting ever, I would say it was actually this year, 2024. But it was this Cedric when we had Mulwati and TP on a warthog kill. I think we have to cut it.
Join our expert guides at dawn for a live, immersive safari as the bush comes to life.
Found ourselves a chameleon, and look how he's changed color.
Every sunrise brings new discoveries.
Pound for pound, a leopard is one of the strongest cats around.
Ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with nature, live and in real time.
Great excitement, great happiness.
Start your day with adventure.
Wildlife Lady, they are indeed. I love the baboons here at Lentor, and I really enjoy watching them doing their grooming like this. Ooh, looks like one's having a drink. Oh wow, no rest for the weary. Got to carry on grooming even if they're drinking. Well, no rest for the weary. Even having a drink means that you have to continue being groomed. I always love watching these baboons here. They are so entertaining. Oh, back to the shade. Maybe a little bit too warm in the sun. Hannah, there definitely are animals that don't practice allo grooming. Well, let's say that it's excessively done. If I think of allo grooming, I think of baboons, impalas, even lions as well. Leopards groom themselves, but they will groom their offspring, the cubs that they have. But in general, they don't have another leopard to, they don't live in groups to do the grooming. But even things like, wildebeest, zebra, you do see them occasionally groom each other, but it's not something that they do all the time. But generally, when it comes to the grooming, animals that live in, oh goodness, something moved past there. But generally, community groups will practice some sort of a grooming activity with each other, whereas solitary animals don't. Oh, it looks like some play happening there at the bottom of this anna tree. Baboons give such a good stare. They're quite pros at it. I'd love to see a buffalo and a baboon have a stare off. Hans, you want to know why we don't see oxpeckers cleaning the baboons? Hans, I think the baboons are just a little bit too small. Now, although the oxpeckers are still smaller, oh, there's such a little one there, smaller than the baboons, they prefer larger animals that are maybe easier to grip onto and move around on as well. Now, although they do go on animals with sort of hides, fur, like zebras or wildebeest or giraffe, baboons' coats are quite thick and shaggy, which I don't think suit the oxpecker too well. They also tend to move around a lot, whereas oxpeckers like to be, so a warthog is also quite small, and we do see oxpeckers on warthogs, but they, browsers and grazers tend to stay in one spot or move quite slowly, whereas baboons are quite erratic. They'll jump around and that sort of thing, so it's not really an ideal candidate for oxpecker host. Also, baboons do a lot of their own grooming, which means there probably aren't a lot of ticks available for the birds. So there's a few reasons, Hans.
My heart is pounding at the moment.
We are here in one of the best places in the world to see tigers.
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
My full name is Emojis. Best part of my job is coming to see nature. Worst part of my job is logging. That's the worst thing ever, because you have to log amount of footage. You sit in front of that computer and yeah, you think of deleting the footage, but no, they need the footage. If I want a camel, probably a soccer player. I know some people don't believe me, but I'm very good, I'm very fast.
Step away from your daily stress and escape into nature with Wild Earth. Immerse yourself in the wilderness and become part of the natural landscape. Watch as everything comes alive. Join us as we slow down our thoughts, put aside our distractions, and reconnect with the wild. Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature.
Oh, there's a hammerkorp. Wow, we had a beautiful hammerkorp sighting yesterday afternoon in the sunset safari. I don't think I've ever been able to get one so close to the camera like that before. Alright, let's head back over to Tau for some zebras. Oh, beautiful. So pretty, with the water back as well in the background. is simply beautiful. I'm still hoping to spend more time with zebras out on drive, and to see herds like this here is so wonderful. I especially love when they stand tail to chin like that. Oh, it looks like the one there on the left has a shorter tail. Still quite long compared to some of the short tails that we see out in the bush, but definitely got munched off at some stage. Shiv, you make me laugh. I didn't do any cooking today due to the lack of time, but I like to cook in bulk, so I make sure that I've got enough that will last us at least 2 days, so that we can cook every second or third day rather than every day. Because otherwise it's just too much. I like to plan ahead and just be able to warm something up. So I'll probably maybe make something again for us on Monday. Tonight I think we'll do some spaghetti, or warm up some savory mince that I had extra from the lasagna I made earlier in the week. I have to plan ahead, because otherwise to cook at night is just, I need to be in bed by 8:30, otherwise the morning alarm I'll hit snooze far too easily, and that can be a slippery slope. But I am holding Cam to his souffle, and we'll see when that comes about. Ooh, it looks like those two are fighting. Ooh, zebras have some very sharp teeth. Ooh, that didn't look nice. They can really hurt each other if they want to, and most likely the one with the short tail is because of another zebra biting it. Well, I must say, actually, Cam and I have our stints ending at the same time. We leave on the same day, so he won't have to survive without me this time anyway. Shiv. But I think the boys that have been all survive fairly well. John and Eric and Paul and Tabiso as well. So I think they cope fairly well. I'm just the first person to document the cooking process. I really do love it though, so that's why I chose to do that. I think in another life I would have pursued cooking as a profession, but I do enjoy making food for people. Catherine, I think Cam's got some pretty good cooking skills. He, he's a humble guy. I haven't tasted anything he's made, but he does seem to talk about food like he knows what he's talking about. So we'll have to see if there's an opportunity to taste something that he's made. But it is difficult. Time is it's tricky to find time in the day when there's lots else going on between drives. And so with the extra things that he has to do, logging footage and that type of thing, I've offered to take up a bit more of the cooking role, at least for the evening meals. But we sort ourselves out for the rest of the time. And obviously having leftovers is also helpful. Having a braai every now and again is also helpful, to have extra meat for a few days. Looks like this elephant's coming to drink though.
Wild Earth has launched a special fundraising drive for our non-profit, the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. We're raising funds to source, create, and showcase thousands of untold stories. Stories that spark real action in conservation and social impact. Visit our website to donate and explore how you can become a founding donor.
Oh, Shiv, that's a very interesting question. I don't believe it's family line specific, although generally within a herd the females are related to one another, so technically yes, then it is passed through the family. But if two cows are similarly aged, most likely one might never become a matriarch, because the one is the matriarch and then they might pass away at very similar times. Maybe they'll get responsibility for a short while or a few years before that then passes on, because she's also an older female. So it's interesting to actually take note of that and chat about it a little bit. So no, I don't think that all the females would necessarily get a chance to be matriarch, although technically maybe over some overlapping periods or short periods, if they are similarly aged, they might take the lead for a short time. Oh, he's having a bit of a rest. Look at that trunk, relaxed on the ground. The matriarchy of elephants will always remain, I think, a little bit of a mystery for us in terms of how it works and how it's decided and how elephants sort of determine that. There's also something very special about an elephant bum. It's I just think for such a huge animal, their backsides are not intimidating. Let me put it that way. Ah, there's another bull. That's the reddish one. Interesting that. Sort of he arrived and the other one moved away quite quickly. Not in the mood for a chat, it seems. Ah, there's the little white-faced whistling duck family. Well, apparently some antelope have arrived at Founders, so let's head over there. Oh, lovely. We had one of these pop past a few days ago, well, more than a few days, like a week ago now. It was very close. We got such a good look at it, but it's nice to see the rest of the herd is here now. Oh, there's a warthog there too. Oh, Charlotte, you want to know how many of these waterholes I've been to in person? Very few. I can't say that I've been to many at all, to be honest. I wish that there were more that I could have been to. I'm just thinking now which ones. Oh, there's a little, I think that is a Cape wagtail. We often see them around. But yes, Charlotte, I don't think I've been to Nkoro. The ones in the Sabi Sands, I have been to. But the others in the Timbavati and things like that, no. Haven't visited Madikwe before. I've been to Gnu Pan at Mabula. I have not been to Founders. I haven't been to the Namibian ones, so there's plenty. I've seen the Olifants River, so I suppose that counts as well. But it definitely gives one a desire to visit these places. Wow, that blessed book is so shiny. Goodness me.
Join Wild Earth Travel on a unique nature adventure in the Greater Kruger Park. Legendary master tracker Renius Mhlongo leads a 4-day animal tracking experience in the Sabi Sand Nature Reserve. This experience offers a life-changing chance to track Africa's iconic animals on foot with a master of his craft. Renius is joined by Wild Earth presenter and expert storyteller Amy Krantz, and together they will connect you to Africa's wild heart.
My name is Takudzwa Panda Msesani. My scariest moment is when it happened twice. The other time I was with Cedric and the other time I was with Steve. and all those time it was a black mamba. My favorite meal in camp is gonna be burger and chips.
Wild Earth Travel would like to take you to Namibia and Botswana. Drift over the desert in a hot air balloon, then glide through the lush Okavango Delta in a dugout canoe. This extraordinary journey blends dramatic landscapes with outdoor adventures and unparalleled wildlife encounters. Discover Africa like never before. Book now with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
These blessbacks seem to be hiding from us at the moment. Oh, there's the warthog again. That's nice to see. It was nice to see him come for a drink earlier too. And they'll often feed like this, sort of with their bums in the air, and it's because they go down on their knees, on their front legs, which we can't see right now, but that is generally how warthogs feed. Just to get lower down, they have not much of a neck, let's put it that way, so that helps them just get lower down and feed more easily. Thanks, Wildlife Lady. It was a very relaxed waterhole today. The highlight by far was seeing those little cheetah cubs. Goodness me, that was amazing. Oh, there's a bird in the tree. A big bird, or is it a starling? Oh, no, it's a crow, I think. Cape crow. Not something that we often actually see, so I was a little bit like, ooh, what is that? But yes, that does look like a crow. It's always a pleasure to bring you live at the waterhole. chat a little bit, relax together, and enjoy the sights and sounds of whatever it is that is out here. I'm looking forward to being back with you tomorrow and seeing those cubs again, hopefully. Oh, there's a good stretch. And in the next, like I say, weeks and months, seeing those little ones grow. It's great to be able to watch progress of animals every day. And I'm also actually excited about the nest at Stony Point with the penguins too. Coming soon, I think. Oh, it sounds like it's calling. Doing something there. Karen, thank you so much. It was a great show. I enjoyed being here with you all. And yes, it's been a fantastic day so far. And we've just enjoyed keeping warm, definitely. But I'm also looking forward to this afternoon heading out on drive very shortly. And seeing what else we can find on Sandringham this afternoon. Thank you to everyone who has joined us today here at the Live at the Waterhole show. Thank you for all of your comments and questions. It was wonderful to chat to you, engage with you all, and just relax together as we enjoy what the Waterholes had to offer us today. I do think the cooler weather meant that things were a little bit quieter, but hopefully it will pick up tomorrow as it does get slightly warmer in this area at least. Alright, well, I will see you all very soon on the Sunset Safari. Please make sure that you join us for that. Otherwise, we'll chat again here tomorrow. Goodbye for now.